You know who it is. It's your boy, Super Johnny B, 420K Sharp Johnny B, 420K Johnny B, bro. Here to talk about something I'm noticing and just my opinion. That's all. I want to start off with, I do care about it a little bit, but I really don't give two flying F's about it because it's not helping me feed my family or really have anything to do outside of bringing me entertainment. So, the whole Cleveland Brown voice actor stepping down, I think Kristen Bell stepped down from a role, and like all these people who voice black or minority characters stepping down because it could be left for a role for somebody of minority. My opinion, just my opinion. I feel as though that I understand why, I respect why, but if it wasn't a problem, or not even if it wasn't a problem, because a lot of stuff that wasn't a problem is a problem, we just, you know what I mean? But voice acting is like comedy. It's like acting where how can I say it? You're not watching a Kevin Hart movie. Well, never mind, because he acts the same role in everything, just like how Will Smith does, or Scarlett Johansson. I can go with Scarlett Johansson. You're not watching a movie that has Scarlett Johansson playing a role and being like, oh, I just see Scarlett Johansson. You visualize her playing whatever role. Like if the Black Widow movie comes out, we're seeing Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. Now, when I said Kevin Hart plays the same role or Will Smith, if you watch, like, okay, prime example with Kevin Hart, if you watch Soul Plane, then you watch Wedding Planner with him and the guy who played the little snowman for Frozen, and then you watch, what's another movie? Not The Upside. The Upside is good. Y'all should check out The Upside. That was a good one. But, I'm trying to think of another one. Jumanji. There you go. He's still that, hey, I'm the hyperactive little guy. What are you talking about? Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? He don't really switch it up from how he would be in the stand-up and how he would be in other roles. Now, like I said, with The Upside, that's different. Like, you kind of catch a glimpse of that, like, mostly with the joking, but he was more toned down and calm. That's, you know what I mean? Or Will Smith, where you watch Suicide Squad and he acts the same way that he did in Aladdin as the genie, where you'll be like, yup, that's Will Smith. You just know from just watching, you know what I mean? Or him in Shark Tales. Okay. Yeah, he has his serious roles like I Am Legend, which was a darn good movie too. But you see what I'm getting at. Alright. Now, voice acting is in the same light. Now, when I hear, let's say, Eric Cartman. When I hear Eric Cartman on South Park, I'm not visualizing Trey Parker or Eric Stone. I am seeing and visualizing Eric freaking Cartman. You know what I mean? So, if I'm already visualizing the character, or another example, when I'm hearing the president from Rick and Morty, I'm not visualizing Keith Davis. I'm visualizing the president from Rick and Morty. So, that's what you're supposed to do. You're a voice actor. You're lending your voice to sound like whatever character that they wanted you to voice. Just like if you're an actor, you're playing a role of whatever they needed you to play because they felt as though that the way that you act or you learn how to act fits whatever scheme they have to make a great movie. Or just like a video game, for example. When you see the motion capture, and you know that like they got motion capture people, or even if it's the actual voice actor, they're dressed in a little green suit with the balls all on them and stuff, and then you see in the game so you're not seeing like Troy Baker or Keith Davis or you know what I mean. Or R.I.P. Shad Gaspard, because he played Kratos. But you're not visualizing them. You're visualizing Kratos. Or Julius from Saints Row. Or Joel from The Last of Us. So, since that's the ultimate goal, why does it matter for the guy who voiced Cleveland Brown, or I forgot what show Kristen Bell played her character, but apparently she plays like a mixed race girl or something, or even like stuff like that, like, and especially in this age of time, there's a lot more serious issues to worry about than your ex-TV show. And when I say ex-TV show, I'm talking about X as in put in a title for that show being voiced by whoever. Like, the one thing I have seen, especially back like around like I would say the early 2000s, like 2005-ish, like mid-early, when you watch Nickelodeons, they showed you like the artist, the art director drawing SpongeBob or Invader Zim or Rocco, or you know what I mean? Or you seen the guy who voiced SpongeBob playing SpongeBob, and he shows you how he do the you know what I mean? The laugh and all that. Like, they showed you what was behind, so if you wanted to like get into like voice acting, art, and all that, you can see how to draw your favorite character. You learn that, maybe it'll spark a plug to make you want to draw your own creation. With that being said, we got a white guy who plays a yellow sponge. We got a black guy who not only played a black Green Lantern, but he also played, what was that white character? Because I was watching, it's the guy from Mad TV. The one who played the sporadic, like how Keanu Reeves act, Postman on Mad TV. Yeah, he played that guy. I forgot his name. It's not dawning on me, but he played a spew of character. He plays Samurai Jack. He plays an Asian person, a Japanese person. So it shows they didn't see race when they picked these people. They seen that, hey, this person has the voice. I believe it's also a difference too. Like, don't get it twisted. I love Daniel Tosh, but like something where you could kind of either suspect or it might be where it's satirical. The reason why they have this black person there is not any type of growth of the character, like how people was mad with Apu and wanted Apu to be banned off The Simpsons. Like, Apu has story. He has character growth throughout his year. They didn't just leave him as the background guy, like how that crazy cat lady. Actually, she even had growth. I'm trying to think of a character that didn't have growth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we seen his family, him having the 8 kids, him having infidelity, like questions from his wife, him be part of a group with Homer and Bernie and I think Lenny or Carl. We seen like Apu we pretty much seen him grow as a person, as a better person. Like, But when I brought up Daniel Tosh, I'm talking about, like, I think it's Brickleberry his show is. Like, they just had the token black guy. Or the token, you know what I mean? Where you can be like, okay, this is not showing any form of fashion or that show drawn together. Another good show I like, but how their characters, even though it was like of that era and that time, it's the token black girl that was Foxy. She was like Foxy Brown, those blaxploitation type of Foxy Brown with a thong. Ooh, you want this cookie and speaking jive and all that stuff. Or you had the one who played Betty Boop. You know what I mean? Like back at that time, how, you know, racist that was, and like how, you know what I mean, she's like Betty Boop now. But you see what I'm talking about. It wasn't any form or growth of a character. It was more of, hey, we throwing this person in here because they're black. We're throwing this person in here because they're insert topic. That's one thing. But when you have characters that either grow or, because a lot of these characters I'm hearing, actually, I even heard that they got rid of like something like Pleasant Rock or something like that. It's a ride in Disney World. They're turning into the Princess and the Frog or something like that. Like, it feels more corporate-y than it does, like, I don't know the method behind the madness. That's what I'm trying to say. And the fact is, like, there's way more important stuff. There's way more works that us as Americans, at least, because I don't think that's going to go far than, like, my peoples that I holla at every day. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing? But definitely write in the comments what you say, or let me know, because I really want to know about this. Like, I feel as though it's just dumb that we're canceling people over doing voice work when we still have police brutality. I still read a story about how okay, because I know there's some people I know personally some people that be like, oh, you don't see this happening to white people and all this. We literally seen a story where this white guy literally got handcuffed and beaten with a baton in the jail, like, by like two, 3 officers. We still seeing where cops are outside. In California, this young kid got yoked up by a cop. We still seeing these stories, and it's like, right now, I kind of really don't care about Cleveland Brown voice actor as much as I'm like, yo, if all I'm saying is, if you're going to get rid of the character or the character's voice actor bowing down, at least in respect, which, like I said, I understand, cool, that's what's up. But if you're going to get rid of these characters, or at least the voice actor, find somebody who sounds exactly like them. Because we have seen in many cases where they would get rid of a character because of social issues and all that, and then they get somebody, replace it, don't explain nothing, don't like have no type of storyline to explain why the person sound different or anything. Just throw them in there like it's a brand new day. They woke up, and then you're hearing this, you're like, yo, that's not that character. What is this? What is this? What is this? I mean, we have seen this in movies. Iron Man to Iron Man 2, if you remember. Terrence Howard to crap, I forgot the guy who played War Machine. Oh, Don Cheadle, there you go. We've seen it in cartoons. We've seen it in games. But at least we get explanations with games. But you see what I mean. At least if you're going to like switch the voice actors and actresses, please sound exactly like that character. Don't try to do no twists. Don't have them do no twists, no curves, no nothing. sound just like this character, because you're replacing characters. And if they're iconic enough, like if you find somebody to play Apu, and I bring him up because he's one of my favorite Simpson characters, and you're worried about who's playing him instead of the character himself, don't screw the voice actor up with some crappy stories. They got to do their job and sound just like him. Y'all got to bring that heat when it comes down to the story, so it's not wasted in vain. Because to be honest, this is dumb. This is very dumb in my opinion. Out of all the important stuff that's really going on in the world, out of every little thing that's going on right now, we're worried about voice actors. We're worried about Disney rides. We're worried about stuff that technically really wouldn't have an effect on us. I mean, again, understand. I respect. Cool. But we kind of got to get our priorities right. That's all I'm saying. Peace.